Okay, welcome to Newcastle Central, and we have a little bit of an exciting one. You might see in the background a little bit of something else that's going on, some work on that final platform. But inside this fragile handle with care box, I haven't even opened this up yet. Been waiting for a while for an excuse to be able to do this, and I really decided that since I'm finishing up those final platforms, and since I've had some amount of problems with existing locos, thought it was time to kind of step things up a little bit. So a couple of toys from Hatton's. We haven't figured out where it's come from yet. First one, very excited. Class 101, 2-car DMU set. I think this has DCC on board already. Actually, this might be one where I had a DCC fitting. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is the one where I got DCC fitting through Hatton's. So that one's pretty cool. I'm excited for that one. And the other ones, this will be the one that was DCC on board already. To tear it out of its wrapping, get it the right way around without dropping it entirely. Class 105. So very excited with these two. Let's put them up side by side. So yeah, I've looked at these for a little bit of a while now, back and forth, trying to figure out which DMUs that I would like. There is a 3-car Class 108 in BL Blue weathered from Bachmann that I really like the look of too. I thought I would treat myself and go with these two to start out with. So it's kind of odd with the lighting here on the plastic, but let's lift them out of the box and see what they look like close up. Okay, so this is Class 101 down. This is the driving unit. You got Norwich and Cambridge maybe. Yeah, Cambridge on this side. And then Norwich on the other side. Probably end up changing those out. I know, they're kind of odd for Newcastle, Durham kind of area. But I have actually seen one. I think it might be the 108, which is probably why I'm so interested in it. I think it's Newcastle and Middlesbrough that are on the NAM boards, so they would be really easy. So I've got these two joined. I don't have. There is a piece that can go in the middle, which I think would join the two, and then there's a bag of accessory hoses and stuff that will go in the front. I haven't fitted those. I just wanted to get it on the track, get it hooked up, see how it all looks. Make sure that there's no obvious marks or defects on the outside of the model itself. It's pretty cool. I've had some brand new HO gauge locos and N gauge locos. This is my very first, when I was a kid with the Class 58. This is basically my very first brand new 00 gauge loco. So I'm a lot more excited than I may sound on the video. I'm quite happy with how this looks. So I'm going to take out the 108, put that together, see how that looks. So I'm going to be then running these for 1 hour in each direction, just to help bed things in. But yeah, I really like the look of that. I'm quite happy with that good amount of weight to it as well. I found with the HO locos, they are quite a bit heavier than the older Hornby and Lima, Class 43, Class 91, 58s that I've got, which is the bulk of my rolling stock. So this is pretty cool to have a much more modern loco that I'm hoping will be a lot smoother, a lot quieter, and just overall a lot more reliable. So yeah, I really like this. I really like the Class 101, so we'll have a look at the Class 108, get that unboxed, get that on the rails as well, and see how these two look running around the layout. This is Class 105, really nice looking loco again. I do like this kind of that older BR blue. This is Peterborough on the name board. Yeah. So Peterborough and then Norwich on the other running board. Norwich was a busy place. Again, I may well change out those name boards at some point. Again, I haven't fitted any of the detailing hoses and things like that on either end. This is very much just to check them out and see how they look. I think it was Norwich. Yep, Norwich. I'm not entirely sure this, with it being DCC on board, I'm not sure if this is kind of one of the more budget ends of the Bachmann locos, but very happy with the finish on it. Now again, just checked it out, make sure that there's no obvious flaws, blemishes, scuff marks, things like that. Little signs, exit, first class on the windows there. Inside I'll probably end up putting some people in. We'll end up weathering. Interesting how they do the couplers on this. It's a little different when I looked at it compared to the Class 101. Now the Class 101 I do believe has onboard lighting inside as well, which I think is why it's a little bit different. The coupler mechanism has electrical pickups on either end, and so we'll see once we get it up and running. But there should be onboard lighting on the 101. I don't believe that there is in the 105. So I may well again looking at that in the future. But anyway, enough talking and just looking. Let's see if I can get these two up and running. Again, this is meant to run for about an hour or so in each direction, just to get it warmed up and get everything bedded in. So let's see if we can get these going and running around the layout. So that's the pair of them now out on the track. Do have them programmed up just to make sure that they're working. Did run them around the layout a few times again just to make sure that everything was going okay. I'm very, very happy to hear the sound of trains running around. Let's send off the Class 101 and I can go southbound. Turn its lights on. Not quite sure how well you can see it again. There are interior lights in there. Kind of a little bit hard to see, but trust me, they are there. Let's see if we can get that moving off on its way. Pick up a little bit of speed, and that can kind of make its merry way around. Let's see if we can get the 105 ready to go too. Doesn't have interior lights, but does have headlights that are going just fine. Let's see if we can send that off northbound. There we go. That one does pick up speed a little bit more. I don't know if that's maybe the CVV codes would need to be set. Picking up a little bit of speed. And trying to shed a little bit of a mess. We should have the 101 just coming around in view there. There we go. Again, I haven't cleaned any of the tracks, so there are a couple of points, especially over on that bridge section where they do stutter a little bit, but here comes the 101. The spot where I can probably clean. That's some of the 43s that are kind of parked up, ready to go. Just as the 108's coming back, 105, sorry, is coming back around. I really want a 108. But one at a time. This was a little bit of an outlet. Hopefully the wife doesn't see this video. So, quite happy with how those two are running around. I'm going to let them run for a little bit. And then we'll maybe do a little bit more action shots along the way just as they run around. What's a little bit annoying was because I never really had any kind of DMUs to put into these platforms as much as I'm building out the final platform. This is a little bit of a sneak peek. I do have videos coming as to what I'm doing here, building out these final platforms. If you haven't seen all the videos, we've already got the platform for here and the platform for here. They're already built. I've moved them out the way, but so I've got this one pretty much built out, and then I need these paper templates, so I'm going to then cut the next pieces of card. But so these platforms 0 and 1, and then over on the other side platforms 9, 10, 11 and 12, kind of going front to back there, because I didn't have any DMUs to go in there. I never actually put in dropper wires. There's the 105 making its way around again. I never actually put in dropper wires back there. So I realized as I was trying to start moving the trains in and out there, so I kind of see them coming in and out of the actual DMU platforms, that yeah, it didn't really work. And all of a sudden, power stopped, and it's just like, yeah, hadn't really thought that through. Because I'm using Electro-Frog turnouts, the rails that are insulated on those inside rails. There's the 101 coming back around. And yeah, so there isn't actually electrical continuity through there, so I can kind of get them up to the points, and then that's it. They can't actually make their way into any of the platforms. Yeah, quite happy with these running around. Let's have one more look at the 105 coming back in. Northbound 105. At this point he should peel off and go off to the left there into one of those platforms, but we'll just let him keep on slowly making his way around. So I'm going to try and get a couple of little close-up shots of these ones moving around, but overall very happy with how this has gone. So like I say, I have been making progress on that final platform build as well. I have one of those videos pretty much ready to go. I think we've been getting along. I've been trying to document how I'm actually putting it together. The 101 coming back. So I have been making some progress on that final platform. I do obviously now have a couple of pretty nice locos. I did also get DCC chip for trialing out, swapping out one of the other Class 43s. So we'll give that a go as well and see how that works. So do subscribe and follow along. Hopefully now I'm going to be able to have a little bit more activity going on out here in the train shed. And yeah, definitely feeling a lot more optimistic than I was about a week or so ago when I really didn't have any kind of locos moving. Part of that I think was retail therapy and buying these two. But yeah, overall definitely a lot happier. So yeah, subscribe, follow along so you can see how these two and the other Class 43s end up running, and so you can follow along with the rest of this platform build, because I think it's going to start to look really impressive now that I've seen this final platform coming into play again. A little bit of a sneak peek, showing you way too much of this than I really wanted to. I wanted to be kind of this big reveal, but whatever. I'm very happy with these two DMUs moving around. So thanks for watching, take care, and we'll be back soon.